Hi everyone, my name is Andrew. I'm a doctor of physical therapy here at Limitless Therapy Services in Sports Med, and I'm here to talk to you guys about how to use a foam roller effectively. Hey everyone, welcome to part 2 of the foam roller mobility video, where we're going to be talking about how to use a foam roller in more of the lower quarter. And so I'll go over using the foam roller for rolling out the quads, your hamstrings, areas in the glute, and maybe some things that you want to avoid when using the foam roller. If you've watched part 1, you kind of have an idea of already asking yourself, why am I using this foam roller? And so that's going to be something important to realize before you start using one. And if you want more details on that, you can refer back to video number 1. But right now I'm going to jump right into it, okay? And so first things first, I want to talk about rolling out the IT band. This is something that is very common, and I see a lot of people doing it. And you're gonna feel some slight discomfort here. It's gonna feel like you're really doing something, but unfortunately, the IT band isn't gonna be mobilized by using a foam roller. That fascia is very strong, and rolling over it with the foam roll is not going to increase the mobility there. So, what you'd want to do is you want to go along the soft tissue around the IT band. Quads, the glutes, hamstrings, and I'll go over how to do that. I'm going to roll out the quads first. When I'm doing this, I'm not just rolling back and forward on the quads, going as fast as I can, trying to get done with it as fast as I can because it's possibly uncomfortable. What I want you to do is I want you to take your time, and I want you to find an area where you feel like there's some restriction. Maybe it feels like there's a tender spot there. And from there, I want you to move your leg or bend your knee up and down along that area, okay? From there, you can try to roll a little bit more, and then you're going to that next area of restriction, okay? You're taking your time here, you're not rushing through it. I'm leaning most of my weight onto that one leg there. My opposite leg isn't on the foam roll anymore, and I'm really trying to mobilize the soft tissue there by using my lower leg, okay? If I just straighten my leg out and I roll back and forward like this, I'm not gonna mobilize the tissue as effectively. Now, if bending the knee is too much, and that's just too much pressure for you, you can leave the leg straight and just slowly try to work along those areas that feel like they're a little bit more dense, you're having a little more discomfort there, and then you spend time trying to roll out little areas, one part of the muscle at a time versus going the whole length of the muscle. Now I'm going to be going over how to roll out the glute area. So for doing that, I'm gonna start in the position here where I'm sitting on the foam roll, okay? And from there, you can work on rolling out this way. If you're having too much discomfort with going onto one leg, here, you can start with 2 legs. And similar to the quad, I want you to find that area that's restricted. And from there, I want you to try to move a little bit. And so I'm doing like a slight knee hug, and I'm trying to almost stretch the glute area here and then roll on it a little bit more. I'm taking my time, and I'm really trying to find those areas of restriction similar to when I was rolling out the quad. If you're able to tolerate it, you can bring one leg up this way and go more onto your side to really get at the glute a little more. And this way I can really bring my knee up towards my chest a little bit or towards my shoulder, and then go back and forward there and try to find those areas that are restricted. So now I'm going to be going over how to roll out the hamstring area. For the hamstrings, they can be a little bit tricky because you have to lift yourself up a little bit more onto the foam roll. You can use your opposite leg to help assist you while rolling here. And then once again, we're not just rolling back and forth. You're really trying to find the areas that are restricted And then from there, you're working in that area and doing smaller rolls back and forward. If you're able to tolerate it, you can bring one leg over this way and then put most of your weight on your leg to really try to challenge the soft tissue mobility here and really get that deep pull or that deep pressure in the hamstring. And so by coming in this way, I take my time, I find the area that's restricted. I can't really utilize my leg as much as I was when I was using the foam roller for the quads, but you can still stop and do a prolonged pressure or a hold in those areas that feel the most restricted, okay? From here, you can even lean inward or into more internal rotation and try to get your adductors as well. All right, everyone, so a few key points to wrap things up is making sure that when you're using the foam roller, you're not rolling back and forth on it aimlessly as fast as you can. 2 is making sure that you're finding the actual restrictions in the soft tissue areas and then trying to mobilize it by either bending your knee, doing a knee hug, or doing another type of movement to really pin and stretch that area. And then lastly, making sure that you understand why you're using the foam roll in the first place. I hope that was helpful. If you thought this video was helpful and want to see more like it, click subscribe or leave a comment below, or you could even follow us on Instagram for more content there.